Hi guys, what's up? This is the second episode of yours first 25, and today I have a very special, you know, दोस्त भी बोल सकते हैं and a great friend also जिसको कमाया गया है मैंने MBA में because because in MBA making friends is one of the most difficult thing apart from completing the syllabus before the exam. So I think this is one of the friend that I have actually जिसको बोला कि कमाया गया है. So welcome Saikat, welcome to the second episode of your first 25. You have quite a very different kind of profile, and post your MBA wherever you are going right now, most of the people dream about going because क्योंकि ऐसा होता है कि यार without IIT, without NIT, how can I actually get into consulting? So just let me and the audience tell ki how what is the profile that you got into post your MBA?
ठीक है. So thank you, Vilash, for the kind words. I'm glad to be here, my first podcast. So hopefully I'll do my best. I'll try my best. So coming to my profile, I am a general male engineer, the dreaded category of MBA aspirants. I did my schooling, engineering, and my first job in Kolkata. Did my engineering in computer science, post which I was working with TCS as a software developer. My grade was systems engineer. Most people would know the starting grade is mostly assistant system engineer. But I started as a system engineer right out of college. I got hired from my college, and I also give the All India NQT, I believe is the name of the exam.
Yeah, the
And there,
national qualified test something.
yeah, yeah, and because of the score, I got a chance to, interview for the higher grade, and I cleared the round. So I directly joined as a systems engineer. Worked there for about 3.5 years as a software developer. My team, we were doing core development work, which is pretty rare in a services company, and I was very fortunate that I got selected in a team. I did not do anything. I think it was just dumb luck, and that too in Kolkata, where most projects are service-based maintenance, support, etc. But our team, ours is a legacy client for about 30 years. We have had that client in TCS. So there's a quite a big team doing work in Kolkata, and I was a part of that team doing core software development work, part of their digital transformation initiatives. Then for about 3.5 years, I worked there. Parallelly, I had prepared for CAT, appeared for CAT. We'll talk about that maybe going forward. But then I also did apply to SPJIMR's PGPM program, which is the 1 year program, and fortunately got through. It was the only school I applied to.
Oh, it
Wasn't
was the only school you didn't apply to any IIMs, any of the schools.
No, so since I had only 3.5 years of experience, there was no other school other than ISB probably where I could have applied at that point in time. So my plan was to give a few more years to the job and then eventually go for a MBA, maybe a ABC, Excel, ISB, SPJIMR, whichever. But then, since my 2 year MBA plan did not work out as planned, so this was my backup plan, and I'll go for a 1 year MBA. But then, at that point in time, I had a CAT score. I did not have a GMAT score, so I used the CAT score to apply for SPJIMR, and ISB does not take CAT score
That's
for
good. Yeah.
the PGB program. So I did not apply for ISB. I only applied for SPJIMR. I was also preparing, I mean, trying to switch my companies, which I did. I had offers from several other companies, but then we got through SPJIMR, and then I thought, I mean, since I've got a chance, let's not let go of this.
Okay.
So joined SPJIMR, and then will be completed my MBA along with you, and then we'll be joining a management consulting firm in the coming few weeks.
Great, great. Let me, like, you talked about, being in Kolkata from the very childhood of yours. So हम लोग ये सुनते आए, मतलब आई हैव हर्ड बेसिकली पीपल ऑफ वेस्ट बंगाल हैव ए वेरी हाई इंक्लिनेशन टूवर्ड्स कि नहीं, एजुकेशन सबसे पहले, एजुकेशन इज द टॉप मोस्ट प्रायोरिटी वॉट एवर यू डू इन योर लाइफ. ओके, वेदर यू बिकम दिस, वेदर यू बिकम डैट, बट एजुकेशन सबसे बड़ा प्रायोरिटी रहता है for the people of West Bengal actually. Uh, how was your childhood basically in Kolkata like? Because was it very, uh, ambitious kind of thing कि हाँ तुमको IIT जाना है, तुमको NIT जाना है?
So I'll give you a quick overview.
Hmm.
Uh, Born and brought up in Kolkata. Uh, School was here.
Hmm.
As I said, so I was a good student from the very beginning.
Hmm.
I was encouraged further. I was given help. I had tuitions, not too much. I was never pressurized to study a lot. That said, I was always pushed to say, ki, do better or do well, which I did normally. So I was fortunate enough to have it done well in my academics
Hmm.
since my formative years. So I had won awards, academic awards in my school throughout. So that was natural.
Hmm.
For I was always a good student. Maybe I wasn't the top 1%, one of like one or two of the class, but I was always in the top 5% consistently
Hmm.
throughout my
Hmm.
school life. That said, 10th, I think I had around 96 something
Hmm. Hmm.
percent.
Hmm.
Great marks, everybody has. Then, so science. I,
Hmm.
uh,
Okay.
I would like to mention, no, I was not I mean, forced into science. I liked it.
Hmm.
I also felt I am good enough, academically strong enough to take up science.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
sure, why not? I took science. Nobody forced me to take science. And also, it's good to mention that there was never a conversation had that should I take commerce or should I take science. I said, science, so science. That
Like
happened.
did the city actually help you shape that particular thing कि नहीं?
So, I think for Bengalis, as you said, we are intellect driven.
Hmm.
Uh, as a community, we are not very business driven, we are very intellect driven. So
Hmm.
the first priority is always education.
Hmm.
There are reasons to it because as a community we don't uh, what should I say, we don't focus on business much or building a business. It's all about doing an education, having a good education. Higher studies is always preferred, and then you do a job,
Hmm.
which is, I think, structurally because of our parents
Hmm.
and their upbringing and their past, which is fair. And I think that accentuates in Bengalis because we also are very inclined towards art and culture.
Correct, correct. Hmm.
So yeah, so every Bengali household you will find every kid, girl or boy, irrespective, they have their share of either an art form, a sport not so much, but art form, they will be a part of something. I was part of painting. I did painting for about 8 9 years. Then I left it around when I was in class 9. I did not enjoy painting too
I,
much.
I
That one,
also, the same thing happened with me also, because I also completed my fine arts from the degree from Sri Aurobindo Kala Bhavan actually. So because the thing that you told, because the same thing happens in the Odia culture also, because my dad's an Odia, my mom has a very Bengali background. So every time it's all about, the intellect driven thing that you are telling
Mhm.
कि नहीं, कुछ भी करो, पढ़ाई रखनी चाहिए, नहीं तो.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
बट डू यू थिंक कि जैसे, बिकॉज यू वर वर्किंग फॉर TCS एज ए सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर, एंड यू वर, एज यू टोल्ड, यू वर वेरी फॉर्चुनेट इनफ टू वर्क विद द डेवलपमेंट टीम एक्चुअली, कोर डेवलपमेंट टीम. Did you ever felt कि no, I should have went to, a proper tier 1 कॉलेज फॉर माई BTech, जैसे IIT हो गया या फिर NIT वारंगल और सूरत का?
So I'll give a good background of this. As I said, I chose science in class 11. Um, in class 11, me and my father, we went to Akash. I have Akash very close to my house, on 1 kilometer, right? Very close. So, we went to Akash, and then I remember this very vividly. Me and my father sitting at the receptionist desk, and we asked, okay, my son wants to study here, and what is the thing like? What is the fees? What is the structure? So the receptionist said, okay, so basically twice every week, Saturday, Sunday, from morning till 6, 9 to 6,
9 to 6.
9 to 6, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe more, I don't remember the timings correctly, but whole day basically, weekends. I thought 5 days I'll have schools and then tuitions. And then you want me to give my whole day here. That just did not sit right with me. I straight away denied that I am not going to get enrolled for JEE preparation. But I did enroll for a long distance program where I received books from them, which I never opened. Okay. And,
Typical
and
typical story for the long distance ones, but ha.
yeah, yeah, I still have those books wrapped in a plastic. But I tried, okay, I'll tell you. So the program was I received books from them and I had to give exams every month or so, mock exams, etc. I failed miserably, and I had other tuitions which were also giving me JE prep, my home tuitions and etc. But I realized very early on that this is not for me. JE prep is not for me. I probably can't do this. But that said, I was still very good with my school
School
academics.
academics.
I still scored some 94, 95% in 12th. I had 100 out of 100 in chemistry, in class 12 ISC, boards, 98 physics, everything top. I mean, very good scores. But I never prepared for JEE. I did not like it. 2 years, horrible time of my life.
Did your family
Nobody,
didn't have expectations related to कि नहीं like
no.
IIT
So,
जाना है?
नहीं, nothing of that sort. I was never told कि IIT जाना है. That said, it was never that my father did not give me the opportunity. It never felt like I did not have the chance to compete. I chose not to because I was like, this is not for me. But I had all the books. I had all the guidance. If I wanted to, maybe. I don't know. I even cleared JEE mains, by the way. I went for the JEE advanced exam, the most pointless 8 hours of my life, 2 4 hour exam. I sat. I was drawing on the paper. I did not know anything. Anything. I don't know how. I'll tell you how I cleared JEE mains. I was very good at chemistry. I
Okay.
got 100, right?
और
I
okay like
हाँ,
you were entire chemistry या फिर like नहीं inorganic अच्छा आता है organic अच्छा आता है?
I was an organic god.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I knew organic so well. Okay. I mean, it was uncanny how well I knew organic. And because I used to write all the equations down and practice everything, I was very good at it. I cleared my JEE mains cutoff. I think I still remember it was 106 or something. For the whole 360, 106 out of 360 was the cutoff. I got 60 something only in chemistry.
Okay.
And some 40 something in physics or something like that. I cleared the cutoff basically because of chemistry. So, as I said, my base was very clear, my foundations were strong, but I never prepared for JEE. So, I cleared JEE main, not a good percentile, I guess, but I never really thought about it because my aim was never to go for IIT or INIT. That also maybe because I did not have enough information to say
Okay.
ki, if you go to a tier 1 college, this will happen in your life. These are the kind of jobs you will get. This is the kind of compensation you will get. The kind of motivation that we have for MBA. When you go for MBA admissions, you have visibility ki these are the roles.
Correct.
Setting IT, a product management, etc. And you do an MBA, you get into these roles. I did not have any kind of information on the outcome end of IIT or so. IIT, NIT never excited me. That's
Okay.
one. Second, I think very early on in the race, I realized I might not be even built for this. So I did not even try. And I was very happy with myself. I was never, there was time in those 11 and 12th year where I really tried. Maybe I should try. I can study. I have the intellect. Why can't I do this? I tried. Then I realized I cannot. I just cannot.
So there was no societal pressure कि अरे आपका
Not
बेटा
from
क्या,
my end.
आपका बेटा क्या कर रहा है, हुआ कि नहीं, जेई
नहीं
कैसे
नहीं नहीं
गया? ओके.
नहीं. I maybe I was fortunate enough, but nothing. As I said, going forward also, my parents. I was very fortunate. My parents never told me or chose for me.
ओके.
My parents always gave me everything and said, "You make the choice.
ओके.
It will be
आई.
a good choice, but make the choice." They never said you should go and do this because I am telling you to do this. That never happened. I'm very glad.
I think
Ah,
that's one of the thing that the current Indian society is still lacking, because
yeah, yeah,
if you,
for sure.
because as you told, your parents gave the opportunities and they told you to take the choice कि हाँ ठीक है, तुमको जो करना है
Correct.
कर, ठीक है,
हाँ,
बट जो भी कर
fair.
अच्छा कर, ठीक है.
Correct. My father always told me the end goal was you have to fend for yourself. You have to do your own income, and you have to provide for yourself at the end of the day. We won't stay for all time, so you have to do it yourself. So you do accordingly. You feel IIT is better. You feel doctors better. Whatever it is, you do what you do, but you have to fend for yourself. So it's up to you. And I think that also was partly because he felt I was a responsible child because I did academically well throughout. So he felt I won't take any reckless decision also. So
Okay.
that's it. They never made any choices for me, or there was no pressure saying, "Oh, why didn't you get into IIT or whatever?" Never.
I think
Not
that
once.
is something currently also, because I graduated in 2019. I started my engineering in 2015. Okay, so currently also whenever because yeah, 1 week back one of the parents actually came to my house and they were asking that कि ठीक है बेटी को क्या करना चाहिए, इंजीनियरिंग करना चाहिए या फिर go to NEET or something. I was like, see what she is good at actually. It's not about only about being in engineering or being getting into the government medical colleges, but it was very difficult to explain to them because the kind of hype currently the media has created with respect to the packages that people are getting. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, fair.
obviously if you look at the entire story, partially it is true, partially it is
Yeah,
false,
yeah, yeah.
but it is good to see that, like good to hear that your parents had a very forward approach with respect to what you want to do in a career, and that
Yeah,
is.
yeah. My parents never had expectations like I have to earn a crore. They still don't have. Maybe I want to, but my parents still don't think you need a crore to be happy. Yeah. They feel as long as you're happy, healthy, you're earning decent, it's fine. You don't need to, you know, take so much pressure on yourself that you die of a heart attack. There's no point.
That's why that's why, because I have also seen you in you are one of the people जो कि क्लास में बस सुनता है, नोट्स नहीं बनाएगा, बट
अरे हाँ,
very less notes. Like I want to tell to everyone, he makes very less notes. ठीक है, very बस एक बार सुनेगा, he sees the PPT, he banks the exam. I don't know how. ठीक है, I think he
no,
just
again, kind words, but I think that's very personal to everyone's learning style. My roommate in MBA, he's I think the topper of our batch. If not the top three, he has a better CGPA than me. I also have a good CGPA, but he has better. And he used to write down everything. Used to make elaborate notes. And since he was my roommate, we discussed, and he said, "I learn better when I write."
correct.
That's just his way of learning. My way of learning is I need to understand what's happening. If I understand, maybe I need to reproduce it once or twice, unless it's a concept that I need to, wrote. It's fine. I mean, MBA is not rocket science. It's fine. It's just,
Correct.
it's not that tough. Yeah. I mean, it's hectic, but it's not that
Totally.
tough.
We will
And
we will come to
for
that part
people,
क्योंकि
yeah,
hectic.
yeah, yeah. People who are there who have given so many exams in their lives, it's just one more subject. It's fine.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you that is the undergrad thing, and the work thing when
So
has.
yeah, so I did not go for IIT. I cleared JEE mains, whatever.
Hmm.
I did not even look at the rank to see if I would get an NIT or something. I was not even aware. That was one, I think, one, not regret, but looking back, I would say, I did not have enough information to make a choice.
Okay.
That was fully my uh, doing, because I was not interested that much. Oh, what are the engineering colleges, etc. My father had some advice from other colleagues who
Hmm.
said, "Oh, your son is so good academically. He did so well in boards. He should take a year drop, and he should, try for engineering again." That time, my father told me, "Is this the right thing you're doing? You're going for engineering here in Kolkata." So I also gave WBJE, where
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
scored, where I did pretty well, and my score, my rank was around 4,000 something. And in that rank here, if you don't get Jadavpur, which is the top college here, I knew I wanted to do computer science, because I liked computers. Very bad logic, but I wanted to do computer science because that was interesting enough. I could do coding in school.
Hmm.
Um, I got an admit from Saint Xavier's,
Kolkata.
Kolkata,
Hmm.
with computer science BSc,
BSc Computer Science.
which
Okay.
is the science bachelor's. I also got engineering in Heritage in Kolkata, Heritage Institute of Technology. So in Kolkata, you have three good private colleges, which is Heritage, IEM, and
Okay.
Technomain. These are the three colleges if you want to do engineering from a private, and you need to be around 5-6K rank to
Hmm.
get into these colleges. If you want CSE, then you need to be higher,
Ah, yeah.
like 1,000, 2,000, etc. So I luckily got into Heritage with 4,000 something. I think that I got in the third round. I was in Techno for like two rounds of
Hmm.
counseling. The last round I got into Heritage, which is a slightly better college in terms of faculty. I mean, my experience was very good with Heritage. All our faculties were very good from IITs, NITs, abroad, etc. Very, very good college, very well run college. Uh, I have had, I mean, from Heritage, alumni is everywhere. I have college mates in Bangalore. I am Bangalore. I am Calcutta. I am Indore. I am Kozhikode. Everywhere. Not just my batch. I have seen people. I'm talking about computer science department. In my year, these people have graduated, done MBA. I have seen my seniors.
Hmm.
I have seen juniors. So Heritage as a brand, I mean, it's not as a brand very famous, but since good students from West Bengal who give JEE go there, so their outcomes are
Outcomes.
also good. If the biotech department of Heritage is very famous, whole biotech department mostly goes for IIT PhDs right after MTech and PhDs, either outside or in IITs. The whole department.
Okay.
So, so that said, I knew the Heritage is a better opportunity. I had Heritage and Xavier's. I chose Heritage. The reason for doing engineering was not because I was madly in love with engineering. My my rationale was that after 4 years, if I don't want to do an MBA,
Hmm.
I'll at least have a job.
So you had the idea पहले से कि नहीं मतलब
No, I
MBA
did
करना
not
है.
know if I wanted to do engineering full fledgedly. But I
Hmm.
thought if I don't like it anyway, I can do an MBA.
Correct.
And then probably I'll go to the that side. But let's see what engineering is, how computer science is, right?
But
I was
one thing that you mentioned, that you have friends from, I am Indore, I am Bangalore, I am Kozhikode.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
My college
Your
mates,
college.
college classmates,
Correct.
even in SPJIMR, PGDM, they were there.
So at that point, because you told that for MBA you only applied for one college, that is SPJIMR. Okay.
That was for the 1 year
One
program.
year program, correct.
Right.
um, but even for the 1 year program, if we look, there is IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, those take GMAT scores, but
And greater years of experience is
greater
required.
years of experience.
So I had three. So at that point, I could not apply.
So okay, but didn't you find that ki, okay, my friends are there who graduated from, I am Kozhikode, Bangalore, I should have given one more year in my work ex and then would have
So I
went for an MBA.
Right, right. So I'll tell you. So I did my engineering. My so as I was saying, my rationale of engineering was I wanted a job out of college. I'll get to earn. In hindsight, Xavier's BSc would have been a better choice because I ended up doing an MBA. If I had a Xavier's BSc degree with my CAT scores, I would have gotten into top IIMs in my first try. So just to give a background, I have given CAT thrice. Okay, once in my final year, around third year, I realized engineering to nahi karna. I mean, I'll get a job, sure. I can do it, but I don't want to
Okay.
pursue this with all my efforts. Right? So if I want a job, I can get it. I was still a topper there. I had 9 point CGPA, whatever, but I did not like it. So that was one that I realized by third year. I realized this is not it. This is not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Correct.
So then I started preparing for CAT. COVID happened. I started preparing for CAT on my own for the first year. I gave CAT in 2020. I prepared on my own, no guidance, nothing, just prep material, etc. I gave it a year. I mean, on and off, whatever. In COVID, you had nothing else to do, so I was preparing. I got around 96 percentile
Correct.
first attempt. And I thought I had prepared by my own 96 percentile. Maybe if I give a better try, I'll get a better percentile. That was my understanding. That happens for a lot of people. But then I joined Elite's Grid coaching.
I was
Very
also in
good.
Elite's Grid.
Yeah, yeah. Very good guidance. I worked hard for a year. Like, I have had sleepless nights. I have cried over mock scores. I have had the whole thing. Okay. I prepared very, very well. I felt I was very well prepared. My mock scores were fine. Nothing extraordinary, but my mock scores were fine. I was doing consistently well in VRC, etc. But the exam day did not go well. My DILR flopped. This is the second year of attempt. DILR flopped. Maths flopped. It did not go well. I got around 91 percentile, etc. And I think I did not even have. I did not cross DILR, cutoffs. So first year, first attempt, I got cap calls, which is the baby IMs, the
Baby
10
hands.
calls. I sat for the interview. I was not very serious about it, so I did not, convert because I anyway knew that I have a job. By then, I had gotten placed in TCS, right? So decent enough package in Kolkata at my home. It was still COVID, so work from home, all of that. So I knew I still have time to prepare and give one more attempt. I bombed it, did not go through, did not do well. Third year, by that time, things had happened in my personal life where I had realized CAT was not going to happen. I mean, probably this is not an exam for me. Competitive exams haven't been for me for a long time. I have never, done well in JE, etc. That said, I prepared for VRC from CL. There's a man called Jejo. I think for people who have
Jaja.
career
We.
launcher courses, they'll know. So I did VRC 1000 just for fun because I had the course downloaded somewhere because I had so much material from CAT that I had practically everything that you could think of because I wanted to do a top tier MBA. Right? I did VRC 1000. My VRC score shot through the roof. I was excellent at it. But then midway, I realized I don't want to give CAT anymore. So I dropped it. So I did not prepare for anything else. I just dropped it. But I had already filled my form, etc. So this is 2022, third attempt. So I did not want to give CAT, but since I had already filled the form and I got my admit card, I was like, fair enough, I'll just go and sit for the exam. I sat for the exam. VRC I got 99 percentile. LRD I did not do well.
This was
I
2022 or 2023?
22,
Two. Okay.
2022, third attempt. I DILR was not good. I cleared cutoffs, but it was not good to get a top tier call. Maths was fine. I again ended up getting 96.
Okay.
So I like to mention something here I missed. In the second attempt, I had also given all other exams, right?
All other in this,
So
what all exams you had? Okay.
SNAP, IIFT, XLRI I had filled, but I did not go because my Center was too far, and I did not feel like it. Why I did it, but whatever. I think I was just too demotivated after my CAT attempt because I had given it everything I had for an entire year, and my CAT did not go well. But I had given IFT, I had given SNAP. I got 99 percentile in SNAP. I got calls from SIBM Pune and SMHRD. SIBM Pune I did not convert. I was kicked out of the interview in 10 minutes because I could not give GK answers. SMHRD I converted. First list I converted in marketing. I
Okay.
still don't know why I converted marketing, but somehow I converted marketing SMHRD 2 year program
MBA.
MBA. Decent college, tier 1, tier 1.5, whatever. SMHRD I converted. IIFT, I had enough scores. I gave the interview. I got IIFT Kolkata,
Okay.
which is right opposite to Heritage, by the way.
तो वो तो
Okay.
पास होता ना अगर
हाँ,
देखा
इसीलिए मैं नहीं गया. I was like, I'm not going to the same place again.
ओके
So, no, that's the fun joke. But the thing is, the placements were pooled. Recently, they have, I think,
या दे
separated.
रिसेंटली सेपरेटेड या
Correct. But that time placements were pooled. This is 2021, right? So I had IFT Kolkata. I had SMHRD. I chose not to take anyone because I had clarity that if I do an MBA, it was never about a job or a top placement for me. For me, I always knew it was about the best education that I can get. I just wanted to be in a room where people were the best it can get and the professors are the best that it can
करेक्ट
get. That was my only goal for doing an MBA. That's it. It was never about a job. It was never about some getting a package, a number. Never. Fortunately, financially, my family is fine. My father is working. I was working, so I did not have a pressure to perform and get a certain package. So for me, it was just about the education. I just wanted to be around the best people. So I knew if I don't get top five, top six, I'm not going, and I did not go. So then I worked.
but I just wanted to interrupt over here. So
Yeah, yeah,
sorry for that. Um, you to top five or top six? Okay, like
yeah, yeah.
uh, what you felt specifically, for SPJIMR because now currently if you अभी कहीं पे भी चले जाओगे इफ़ यू पीपल विल आस्क कहाँ से एमबीए किए हो यू विल टेल SPJIMR ठीक है
Hmm.
90% ऑफ द पीपल वोंट नो कि ये कौन सा कॉलेज है ठीक है चलो ठीक है लाइक इफ़ यू इवन इफ़ आई गो टू माई लोकेलिटी और इवन पीपल हु आर वर्किंग इन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट मतलब मैं अगर जहाँ पे पापा काम करते थे मैं अगर वहाँ पे भी चला जाऊँगा तो वहाँ पे नहीं मतलब मोस्टली नहीं पता है कि SPJIMR
Correct,
क्या
correct,
कॉलेज है क्या नहीं है
correct,
ठीक
correct.
है सो
Hmm.
what do you feel currently about because you chose just one college and that is
Yeah,
currently
yeah.
in the top 5 in India right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, right. Top five, top 10 doesn't matter. But the thing is, and also I chose the 1 year program because I could get the 1 year program. Maybe if I had given GMAT, I could have appeared for the 2 year interviews, whatnot. I just had applied for the 1 year program in 2023, by the way, with my 2022 scores because they took last 3 years of CAT score
Correct,
was
correct.
eligible, right? So I applied with my 2022 score, which is 96 percentile, and I got an interview call. I made my essays. I wrote my essays. I did not have any consultants, admission consultants, or whatever. My friend, my very close school friend, he was from IIM Calcutta. He graduated in 23. His brother graduated from SMHRD in 23. So I had guidance. I had friends who were in tier one colleges. So I had guidance in terms of how to write essays, etc. I also used AI, ChatGPT. That time, 2023, it was just coming up. ChatGPT is a thing. So I used AI. I did not even know, what I was doing, but I just wrote my essays. I made sure it reflected what I wanted it to reflect, and I got through. That said, your question, what do I feel that most people don't know what SPJMR is, whatever. I had applied, I got through, I felt it was a good enough opportunity for me. And in hindsight, after having spent a year, I couldn't have made a better choice, is what I feel. So now, what So if I go and tell someone I've done my MBA from SPJIMR and then like, oh, I am nahi hai, it doesn't matter. It just does not matter to me. I have seen the best people, best professors, amazing time on campus, great opportunities, conversations, ups and downs in 1 year. What I have seen has taught me more than the last 5, 6 years of my life.
Correct.
So I don't care what somebody thinks, it's not an IIM, it's not an IIT, it does not matter.
And
Yeah.
also one thing, because you told it doesn't matter right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
for me at least,
For
it
yeah,
does
yeah,
not.
obviously. Um, Now the thing is that I was a mentor for for one of the coaching centers for the MBA admission processes that is happening currently. Okay, ठीक है, अभी तो खत्म हो गया normally interviews.
Mm-hmm.
But after the SPJIMR results were declared, PGDM results were declared, many of the candidates pinged me that कि भैया क्या मतलब आई एम श्योर दैट आई विल गेट वन ऑफ द ब्लैकी कॉल्स, ठीक है, लखनऊ मिल जाएगा या इंदौर मिल ही जाएगा, बट शुड आई टेक एस पी जे एम आर और नॉट. ओके, सो दैट क्वेश्चन स्टिल लिंगर्स, द सो कॉल्ड द आई एम टैग. ओके, कि कोई भी आई एम से हो, like we want the just the IIM tag. So in the industry currently, because obviously we have worked, you have worked for 3.5 years, I worked for 5.5 years. um, in the industry currently, is the IIM tag still necessary right now?
So I'll tell you two things here. First part of the question is for the students who are choosing, should I choose SPJMR? Should I choose something else? I think beggars can't be choosers is one thing, which means essentially it's not a diss. What I'm trying to say is if you don't have something, you can't reject it,
Correct.
is one. Right? If you have an SPJMR call and you want to reject it, that's your call. That's absolutely your call, and you want to do it for I am, Lucknow, Indore, whatever. That analysis will depend on what want you want out of your MBA. Let's say you want a IB role, a specific niche of IB role which only comes in I am Lucknow to hire. Then, of course, your priority should be I am Lucknow. That said, you should have a Lucknow call to reject
SPJMR.
SP. So if you have the luxury to reject and you have something which is objectively better because of certain reasons, if you have an Ahmedabad convert and the SPJIMR convert, even I'll go to Ahmedabad because it's Ahmedabad. Okay? But if I don't have it, I'll go to SPJIMR because it's still one of the best colleges of the country. Right? Coming to industry, in my UG, which is my undergrad, after my engineering, when I was working in TCS, nobody asked me which college I was from, even once. Second, I think at the third year or something, one day, all my whole team, manager, team leader, we were having a good chat about okay, what college days, what we have done, etc., etc. I had one more colleague who was of my age, so we both were the youngest in the team. So we were discussing, oh, we have done this in college, that in college. Then somehow the question came up, what was my CGPA in college? And I said it was something 9 point something, and they were shocked. Like, you have a 9 point something CGPA, etc. The thing is, what I'm trying to point out is it does not matter. Because after that chat, what matters is have you completed your work? Is your code working in the environment? Is the client happy? Is your software working? If not, it does not matter you have a 10 or a 9 or a 6. As long as you can do the job at hand,
Job.
that's the technical job. No. But that said, MBA tags from certain institutes, tier 1 institute, do open doors which are otherwise closed.
Okay.
That's for sure still there. And that's not for just I. That SPJMR will also open those doors. And all other tier 1 B schools will open that door because people in those circles know that you are from a tier 1 college.
Correct.
So your mohalle ka kaka does not know what SPJMR is, does not really matter because a top firm would know what an SPJMR is. So they'll give you that call or an interview, or they'll hear you out, is what I'm trying to say. Does I am tag till matter? I think again what I'm saying is people in those circles know where you're from. If you say I am Amritsar, they know where you're from.
Correct.
Ahmedabad, they know where you're from. So is all I am tag the same? I don't think so. Because everyone there is also an alumni. They know what they are getting.
Correct.
They know how you have come here, how which degree you have gotten, how you have gotten. So there's no fooling anyone. Okay. That you get a certain tag and you will sail through. That's it. I still haven't started my post MBA job. And from what I've heard people say, maybe first 2 3 years it'll matter. It'll get you places where you couldn't have gotten otherwise. But then after 5 6 years, it's your work. Because because we will be in a firm where most people are from elite colleges.
Correct.
Then what is the differentiator?
Exactly,
सब
exactly.
आईआईएम से है ना, सब एबीसी से
सब
है,
एबीसी से है.
सब आईआईटी से है, बॉम्बे दिल्ली से है, तो क्या हो गया? काम किसने किया?
हाँ,
ठीक है, because everybody is there, no? Now it's not a differentiation anymore, and this is something uh, before I joined my MBA, I had told myself that after coming out of my MBA, if my biggest achievement is that I am an SPJIMR student, then I have failed in my MBA. Because everyone coming out of that MBA is an SPJIMR
एसपीजीआईएमआर
student.
स्टूडेंट.
तो उसका मतलब ही नहीं होता ना.
हाँ.
Who are you competing with? वो तो उनसे तो तुम आगे बढ़ ही गए when you got SPJIMR. Now while you're at SPJIMR, what did you do? Or for any college for that matter. But I'm saying your biggest achievement can't be that you're from a certain place. Right? That works till a certain point. After that, it's your work, your skills.
I think that is one thing because most of the 2 year MBA people who are getting right now into MBA are almost at the age of 21, 22. Some are 20. ठीक है, just graduate and they are like कि नहीं. I think this is कहाँ जाना है कहाँ नहीं जाना. I think your answer is mostly clear the way out कि हाँ what matters for you, what doesn't matters for you, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. It's your own capability that will make you
And
smart.
that takes a lot of self-reflection.
Correct.
If you just stop a college kid and ask, "Tell me about yourself," they'll stare blank at you. Even I'll do this. I would have done the same 2 years ago because we never stop and think who we are, what I like, what do I want to do, why am I doing this. We never stop and think what we are doing, and hence we don't even know who we are. Once you let the self-reflection happens, which happens a lot in the MBA interviews, when you're writing essays for applications, etc. Otherwise, it does not happen. And when you don't have an idea of who you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and this is where you want to go, how will you make a choice? And I think in today's day and age, information is no longer a
No longer a
problem.
problem. Yeah.
You can get everything, you can talk to anyone from any place. It's just your clarity, your motivation to do it. For that, you have to just stop and think, what do I want? That's it.
Great. I think that clears a lot of, you know, doubt for people who have got SPJMR and people who are waitlisted, because a few people who are in the waitlist right now, they are like अब movement कब होने वाला है, ABC का result आएगा अब फिर movement होगा, because some people know what value that college has actually, while some
Correct.
people still are analyzing. And I think your answer is what is little good level कि हाँ ठीक है, we should analyze before doing going for any kind of admission. But apart from MBA, okay, apart from your academics and everything, um, you know uh, uh, being at the age between 17 to 20, you will go through many experiences, whether it's love or relationships. Okay. How was your experience regarding that? Because that particular formative years, 17 to 20, because you are going to, after 20, you are going to somewhat for a job or something.
Correct. Correct.
So, how was your experience with respect to being in a Were you in a relationship, or how was your experience regarding that?
So I got into my first relationship in college,
Hmm.
in my undergrad college.
Correct.
Before that, nothing in school. Never nothing in school. I was in a co-ed school,
Hmm. Hmm.
but I was never in a relationship in a school. I enjoyed my school years. I still have the best friends from my school classroom, etc. But I was never in a relationship in during the school. In my college, I was in a relationship, and I have had been in relationships on and off. I think what is more important than being in a relationship is having female friends,
Hmm.
because the kind of change in taste that you get from female friends you don't get with guy friends, right?
Correct.
Because we are like, हाँ चलो बैठ लेंगे कहीं भी, मतलब क्या है, कोई
क्या
प्रॉब्लम
है?
नहीं, हाँ कुछ नहीं. And I think for most guys who are out of boys school, they haven't talked to a woman outside, you know, that's a problem.
Hmm.
So I think it's very important to either be in a relationship or have a lot of female friends,
Hmm.
good friends, who will guide you to be a better person. I really feel who I am today as a personality is a lot because of people I have met in the last 7, 8, whatever years through college. And not just the relationships I have had, is people in college, people in office, people in my MBA journey.
Hmm.
What I'm trying to say, it's not necessary to be in a relationship. I'm sure
Hmm.
if you get a chance, amazing. You can work towards it, and also while you're working towards your relationship, I think, or towards getting a girlfriend, as we say it, I think those years out of school, you haven't done anything for yourself. You are just studying, right? So then you realize, okay, I should hit the gym. I should have a certain haircut. I should wear clothes a certain way.
Hmm. Hmm.
Those are very essential skills in life. How to be groomed, how
Hmm.
to be clean, how to be hygienic, how to
Hmm.
smell good, how to talk, what kind of food to eat. I mean, I am not trying to make food choices for you, but what I'm trying to say is a well rounded personality goes a long way in all fields of life.
Hmm.
And relationships play a very crucial part because it helps you build that side of your life.
And why is
But
it
if not,
always said, okay, like sorry to interrupt, but why is it
no,
always
no.
said that, because you mentioned female friends, why is it
Mhm.
always said that boys having female friends, okay, or the males having female friends are the ones who know women really better? Because
Mhm.
whenever you get married, or whenever you're going for a relationship, why is it always said that this guy had a female friend, so handling relationships become easier?
नहीं बहुत it's very logical, no? If you, it's like having work experience for a particular field. I mean, women are built a certain way.
Hmm.
They analyze things emotionally.
Hmm.
Men analyze things logically and analytically. Both are fine, but both don't work everywhere. You need a mix of both. Right? You can't be judging everything emotionally everywhere. You can't be judging logically everything everywhere.
Hmm.
So when you have female friends, you learn how to deal with emotions, how to express emotions, which guys suck at, me including. Okay, you can't go to your guy friend and say, "भाई बहुत खराब लग रहा है." If you can, that's amazing. But most guys can't
Can't.
go to their guy friend and say, "भाई मेरे को ये प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है." They'll मस्त चल रहा है भाई, मतलब क्या कोई दिक्कत नहीं. So the thing is, guys don't know how to express.
Hmm.
Guys don't have a place to express, right? They don't know it in their family, right? इंडियन घरों में तो प्राइवेसी चलो सबके पास होता भी नहीं, ठीक है. दे मोस्टली कांट डू इट अलोन ऑल्सो, ठीक है. फिर क्या करते हैं, दारू सुट्टा.
Hmm.
So there is no outlet of emotions. When you have a female friend who will actually help you कि क्या हुआ है तेरे को, तू बता मेरे को, you tell me what happened. They'll help you express those emotions. You know how to handle emotions. So that's also a skill that you learn. Then if it's a relationship, then you have a better chance of doing it. But then that's it again. Female I think females in general are better at handling emotions, and that's a huge skill which guys don't have. and we don't build also throughout our childhood. I think we are so engrossed in studying sports, etc., that we don't get that time. As I said, we don't sit and think what we are doing. We are not that emotionally aware. We
Correct.
are, as guys, most guys are not close to their father. They are not that close to their mother also.
Mother also.
After a certain age, you go apart. Your sisters will be close to your mother, but you won't be as close to your mother
Mother.
after a certain age. Right? And you can't even hug your father. It's just, that's, yeah.
And
That's it. Guy
yeah,
does not have any. So I think female friends or girlfriends give you that particular growth in life, which is very, very essential.
I think that's the most important thing, because right now, when you said female friend, okay, now the question comes over here, okay, and I think you will be the best person to answer this question. uh, Talking with females, okay, in those
Okay.
years, 17 to 20, जो होता है ना कि हाँ 12th के बाद अब तो निकल गए अचानक से, अब तो
हाँ
इंजीनियरिंग
हाँ,
कॉलेज, अब तो कोएड है, अब तो क्या, अब कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते,
करेक्ट
ठीक है.
करेक्ट.
How do you actually start not only talking with females but build the confidence of actually talking? Because I have seen you, you have told me once कि यार ये बॉडी बॉडी से कुछ नहीं होता है, बात करना आना चाहिए. Now
Correct.
how do you build that skill actually?
So I'll tell you again. As I said, who I am today is a sum of all of my experiences in the past. That's not true for everyone,
Correct.
but from my experience today, I know that at a certain age, I'm 27. So now I know कि बात करना आना चाहिए, बाकी तो चलो हो जाता है, ठीक है. But someone who is 19, this advice does not work for them because they are also dealing with someone who is 18 or 19. So उनको शायद बात करना भी उतना वो नहीं लगता. For them, शोषा, body is still an important part of their lives, which is fine. That is how you grow up. But I think more than building or learning how to talk to people, the first skill, the first very important part of building is building your own self confidence. And the best and the easiest way to do it for a guy out of school, just in college, is to go to the gym. Not to build a body, is just to build one discipline. Second, you get to see change in your own body if you do it fine correctly. And today there's enough information going around, and you can do it correctly. Don't even need a trainer these days. So the thing is, one, you build a discipline of doing something every day. Second, you see changes in your own body. So you know कि मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ तो कुछ हो रहा है. Means I'm capable of something.
Capable of something.
And then your bicep fits in your t-shirt. That just feels good. All those, all those coming together, you become a different person because you're just confident. And that can happen without the gym also, if you just become confident. But एक 19 साल का लड़का को जीवन में what will he do that he'll suddenly become so confident about himself? पैसा तो वो कमा नहीं रहा है. He has just gotten into college. वहाँ भी कोई झंडे नहीं गाड़ रहा है, ठीक है. तो मतलब, और ऐसे भी नहीं कि गर्ल्स आर वॉकिंग अप टू हिम एंड सेइंग कि हाँ मेरे से दोस्ती कर लो, ऐसा भी नहीं हो रहा है किसी के साथ, ठीक है. सो व्हाट डू यू डू टू बिल्ड दैट सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, ठीक है.
I think
इफ यू हैव बीन,
gym is the place to go.
it's the easiest place to do. It's not the only place to do, but it's the easiest place to do because you're doing something for yourself. You're doing it regularly, and something will happen. A shift will come, and one day that shift will be, you will no longer go to the gym for to build muscle. You will go because it's fun, because it feels good.
Because it's consistent through the
It's
entire.
consistent. You just
Right.
feel good when you see yourself in the mirror and feel अच्छा लग रहा है दिखने में. When that happens, you feel good about yourself.
Yourself.
And that's just a good positive cycle that goes on. When you feel confident ना, other people also feel good around you कि हाँ सही बंदा है. When you're not confident, you can't talk.
Can't talk.
Then it's a negative cycle. अब बात ही नहीं कर पाओगे तो अच्छे से बात कैसे ही करोगे, ठीक है. And then how to talk to women, I think there's enough and more material in the internet, but it's just practice. I think it's I heard someone who is the guy. Cred का owner कौन है?
Uh, Kunal Shah.
Yeah, Kunal Shah. I think I
Hmm.
had heard his podcast that dating for Indian men should be compulsory because it's a lot like doing sales. You're selling yourself to people, and that's a crucial skill.
Crucial skill.
Okay? You are making someone else like you, and that skill is very important in your later stages of life.
Life.
Can be a boss, can be an appraisal, can be getting a deal, closing a deal, etc. Doing well in an interview. It's all about charming people. So usme dating also becomes very important because if you know not to charm people just for the sake of it, but then what I'm trying to say is that it's a good skill to have, and it all begins with self confidence. When you have that, when I said told you कि हाँ body तो ठीक है but बात करना आना चाहिए, because somewhere I have that self confidence कि I know how to talk to people, not just women in general. I know how to talk to people. And that comes with practice, that comes with experience, time. That will happen with age. And I think if you're someone young who is listening to this and you want to change something, go to the gym, eat healthy, uh, you know clean up your wardrobe, get some good pieces, get your colors sorted, wear good clothes, get one or two good perfumes, you'll be sorted. Get a good haircut, it's fine.
Remember, boys. I think this is one of the most comprehensive advice from a guy who, I think you just completed 25, right? Or you are 26 right now? 20.
I'm 27.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just became 27.
And
I,
one.
I, I would like to mention when I was 19 something, that time when I had started this journey of going to the gym, what should I wear, what kind of haircut I should have, that time Beer Biceps, Ranveer Alabadia, had just started his
Just
channel.
started his channel.
And those videos, if you still find, I think they're still there. If you go back, gold, absolute gold. Before he started this, spiritual bullshit, I think he was a great, great guy who did well in the gym, who had great fashion sense, etc. Shoes, perfumes, how to do haircuts, etc. Grooming, basically self grooming and building that inner confidence. It's very important. And there, I think, bunch of other YouTubers also who do this.
Yeah, I think a few of the American YouTubers also, because I
Yeah,
used to watch a lot of calisthenics at that point, because post 2018, I guess not post 20, when I was in my third year, because the gym memberships were really high near my college actually. So I was like, ab karu to kya karu. So most most of the thing I learned when I went to yoga and calisthenics, basically, because one of the teacher was actually teaching both of them. So that helped build that self confidence of talking कि यार ठीक है.
correct.
But one of the things that I also like, I wanted to add a piece over here, is that in order to build some kind of self confidence, it's better to get into, I think, some competitions like debates or extreme in order to
Correct.
flatten that fear कि हाँ यार
Yeah.
डर लग रहा है, पर कुछ बोल के
Yeah.
आ जाते हैं
Yeah,
कि.
yeah. If you have a public speaking issue, then sure. I mean, those are great places to start. You can join Toastmasters, etc. Those are great places to start public speaking. That
Great,
is for
great,
sure.
great. Uh, let's move on to the last segment, and uh, this segment is particularly consisting of, because what currently you are also figuring it out, because you are
Yeah.
figuring out the life कि आगे अभी क्या करना है, अब तो जॉब ज्वाइन करना है मेरे को, ठीक है, and a few rapid fire questions. But can you tell me what role are you getting into right now? Do not describe it, just what is the role?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'll be going into the tech consulting team for Alvarez Marsal, and the thing is, they mostly do M&A consulting. So I will be in their private equity team, as far as I understand. I'm still not sure because I'm yet to join. But I'll be in their tech team doing tech diligence, due diligence, IT synergy, IT roadmap, strategies, etc. Basically, trying to see how two firms who will be going through an M&A process, how can they, leverage IT, uh, mix both the different two companies' IT systems, what can be done better, what can be done newly. That's should what should the role look like. So basically, tech consulting in the private equity M&A space.
I think one of the most niche roles I would say in the industry right now, because either it's a purely tech consulting thing or either it's a purely
Yeah.
M&A thing. But you have a culmination of both. That
Right.
is.
So I probably won't do the financial part of M&A or private equity, but I'll be in the tech team once I think the financial due diligence. I mean, when an M&A happens, there are stages to it. So a company is, figured out ki, okay, one company thinks, acquirer thinks, okay, this is my target company. I'll be acquiring this company. So one. हाँ ठीक है so हाँ so what was I saying कि I probably won't be doing the financial part of it. There are other teams for it, so we'll be in the tech, due diligence, synergy, strategy, etc. So those parts.
Okay. So guys, this is SPJIMR for you. Okay. a guy a guy from, not from, the elite colleges of the country, and also a guy from, SPJIMR, जहाँ पे आपको डाउट होता है कि SPJIMR जाए या नहीं जाए, and getting into one of the most competitive firm currently in the world right now, with MBBs, and that is Alvarez and Marshall. But I think I think most of the things you have cleared right now, and this is the last few four rapid fire questions. So you have to answer these four questions in a, not in a comprehensive manner कि हाँ, like in a pointers. ठीक है.
ठीक
So this is the last segment, and let's do it. Okay. um, Biggest mistakes in your first 25 years?
probably not trying to understand what what elite colleges of engineering could have given. Maybe a bit of ignorance in that part of my life, and nothing other than that.
Okay.
I mean, from an educational point of view.
And from any personal point of view?
Nothing as such. I mean, I was still growing up. If anything, गलतियां हुई भी है तो it's a part of growing up. So I don't see it as being a regret.
Great, great. A phase where you felt completely lost?
Completely lost. Uh, I think my cat prep was horrible. I
Horrendous.
mean, I was doing fine, then again bad, then fine, then bad. So it was just bad.
And so the third question is, when did things actually start making sense for you कि नहीं अब तो यही करना है?
ठीक है. So yeah, what was your question again?
When did things start making sense for you?
Yeah, this is interesting, and I'll take a bit of time because this was not when I got into SPJIMR or got a job or whatever. This was in the middle where I realized it was never about getting somewhere. It was never about converting a college. It was never about getting a score or a certain package. It was in the everyday. This might sound very philosophical. I'm very sorry. Okay? But it all started making sense when I realized पैसा तो ठीक है, मतलब कॉलेज वॉलेज भी ठीक है, मतलब but is your everyday life fun? Do you have friends? Do you have people you love? Do you have good friends? Maybe your partner, whatever. People you like to talk to, like spending time with. That's enough. ठीक है, पैसा तो थोड़ा बहुत कमा ही लोगे. ठीक है. I was maybe fortunate enough to have that financial cushion to say that.
Kushan.
But sure, for me, I think it was realizing कि मतलब life में getting to a college is not the goal. ठीक है.
समय रहना vibe.
मतलब ठीक है. As I said, all this sounds very philosophical
Correct, correct.
unless you go through it. And once I realized it, I stopped chasing a college. That's why I said ki when I applied for SPJIMR, I applied because I had a score. I was eligible. I applied. I did not think too much about it. And when I got it, I saw it as a good opportunity. I took it. I did not think ISB होता तो क्या मस्त
क्या
होता.
मस्त होता.
नहीं, ठीक ये बढ़िया है. ठीक है. क्या दिक्कत है? मतलब I was happy. And that happens when you start. I think this is something we have learned in our B school also. Ki you have to start measuring your life with the right things. The yardstick of measuring your life can't be money. Can be for you, sure. But sooner or later you realize that it's money is just a tool to get you somewhere. What you actually want is maybe peace, maybe good time, quality time with
Quality
people
time
you
with
want.
people.
So those things, ये सब ज्ञान सुनने में लगता है,
Like,
I understand, but with age, I'm not that old, but थोड़ा
and you
time जाएगा, थोड़ा you, and also when you do a job ना, your day becomes very repetitive,
repetitive.
so you can see patterns in your days. Then you realize कि अच्छा यही करना है अगर 30 साल, तो मीनिंग कहाँ है,
Meaning
मतलब
कहाँ है.
तो इसमें तो है नहीं. ठीक है, तो इट्स द अदर पार्ट. मे बी यू फाइंड मीनिंग इन योर वर्क विच इज फाइन. ठीक है, बट देन यू विल रियलाइज कि इट्स नॉट मनी ऑलवेज. सक्सेस तो आता रहेगा जाता रहेगा, बट starts making sense in those points where ki, this is what you really want, this is what really matters to you. When you realize that, then you start working towards it. तो फिर थोड़ा बहुत चीजें सॉर्ट हो जाता है.
And I think at a certain point it kinds of gets saturated कि like okay,
हाँ भाई,
अब तो हो ही जाएगा. अब तो क्या ही
नहीं भी
सोचते
होगा तो
हैं.
क्या
नहीं.
भाई, मतलब क्या हो जाएगा. इफ यू हैव अ जॉब, इवन इफ इट्स नॉट पेइंग यू द बेस्ट इन द इंडस्ट्री, इट्स ओके. मतलब ठीक है, क्या है, यू आर
And
नॉट
one
डेड.
and one just last question. Uh, One advice for someone who is currently in the age of 17 plus or below 25, who feels behind in life, and this is my last question, like.
अगेन मैं कोई फिलोसॉफिकल बातें नहीं जानूंगा क्योंकि 17 साल के बच्चे को ना समझ आएगा. ठीक है ना, मैं उसको समझा पाऊंगा. सो इफ यू आर 17, I know it does not. I mean, if you feel behind at 17, it's probably a doing of today's social media. Again, sounds very auntie, uncle, auntie advice. But believe me, you have not even started your life. Okay? So there's no question that you're behind it. That's one. Second, what is my advice to you is that fun तो तुम कर ही रहे हो, तो don't stop having fun. ठीक है. Study, if study is what you're good at, study. If it's something else that what you're good at, do it. But take decisions which are लॉजिकल इन द सेंस कि हाँ, तुमको अब लग रहा है कि तुम 17 साल की उम्र में तुमको इंडियन क्रिकेटर बनना है, एंड दैट्स व्हेयर यू वांट टू स्टार्ट. इट्स प्रॉब्ली नॉट अ गुड आइडिया.
Good idea.
ठीक है, बट if you were like 6 and if you wanted to be an India cricketer and you had a great talent, sure, that's a good place to start. At 17, it's not a good time to start. So that should make sense logically. Other than that, take decisions which feel logically fine कि हाँ ये तो सही है, ये करना चाहिए, और ये करूंगा तो थोड़ा कर सकते हैं, और
अच्छा
रिस्क
सा.
भी लेना है तो दिस इज द टाइम. मतलब 17 से 20 22 कब निकल जाएगा पता भी नहीं चलेगा. So if you want to try out new things, I think best time. Try out new things. Don't stop having fun. in क्या इन्वेस्ट मतलब गिव टाइम टू योर सेल्फ. ग्रूमिंग करो, जिम विम जाओ, खाना वाना खाओ, दोस्तों के साथ घूमो. इट्स फाइन, इट्स नॉट दैट डीप.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much because we almost took almost 1 hour time, but
या या
it was great interacting with the level of things that you have sorted out before कि हाँ क्या करना चाहिए ज़िंदगी में, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, and many of the people don't have this realization and they have to build this realization.
इट विल कम फ्रॉम विद इन.
Correct.
Nobody can tell you.
And I think
Nobody can tell you.
and I think that's where you stepped into एंड वेरी फ्यू पीपल एट दैट फॉर्मेटिव ईयर्स हैव दैट रियलाइजेशन कि ये तो मेरे लिए नहीं है, ये मैं करूँगा नहीं, रादर देन गोइंग इन टू द रैट रेस. सो
Correct, correct.
I think good pieces of advice. Thank you so much, Saket, for being
Thank you.
being there in the
Thank you.
podcast. And
Sure.
so let's wrap it up. Thank you so much, guys. This is
Thank you.
the
See you soon, Abhilash. See you